3-hour special, a 3-hour special.
Yes. Hello.
Uh, I I was
Yes.
just uh I was just watching Markiplier play Help Wanted, you know, FNAF.
Yes, that was a thing.
Yes, it is. It is funny seeing someone that, you know, has mastered the first game turn into a complete and utter uh uh panic-stricken crazy man.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, because it's like when you play the first, when you like he's, you know, Help Wanted has the first game as part of it, but it's all in VR with real-time movement and whatnot. So just seeing him freak out when he sees like Bonnie or Chica just like walking up to the window to look at him.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're right there.
It is amazing to think sometimes about just how much, like, how long lived Five Nights at Freddy's is by this point, and just how much iteration it's gone through.
Yeah, I mean, I think half of it is probably thanks to Markiplier, the other half probably thanks to Matt Pat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All that theory crafting just between sheer enjoyment of gameplay and the amount of theory crafting that goes into that series, that has gone a long ways.
I mean, the joke was that like whenever Matt Pat couldn't figure something out, Scott would then make a game to give a piece of the information.
Yeah. It's like, no, Matt, Pat, you are wrong. Here's another hint. I forgot this little nugget here. They say this town has been here since Sinnoh was made. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense because it has the Pokemon stuff with frickin' Palkia and Dialga on it, but I guess I forgot. And that makes sense and seems kind of important that, yeah, this was a place of another time.
Hey, look. Some kid put some crown drawings on the runes. Gotta clean that up. So I got Pathfinder's Wrath of the Righteous. It opens up with a dragon getting decapitated by a demon.
Yeah, that's right. Wrath of the Righteous for you.
Not gonna lie, that's a hell of a way to start the game.
That's also the campaign that they first brought in Mythic Rules.
Yeah. I'm going as a dual-wielding ranger with a demon slayer arc. Figure, given the campaign, that might be a fitting archetype.
Yeah, I really have trouble getting back into 1E.
Yeah, I can understand. Pokemon, no more, no less.
Opposing the one being the three cut bones with the one as if they formed a triangle. It's an ancient legend of Sinnoh that is still told to this day in Celestic Town.
Triangle.
So I found something new you should do.
For
I forgot that the wording of that they were in opposition. I did not pick up on. That's just something I thought of as something that you did for your campaign, Argo.
Yeah, no, there was a reason, but it's like, man, you know, it would be interesting
Yes.
to see like Nintendo if they delved into this idea of crossovers like outside of Smash. Imagine Legend of Zelda X Pokemon, where the Triforce is represented by those three.
And like they could easily fit because they represent willpower, emotion, and knowledge, which you could see being power, courage, and well, wisdom.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. Pokemon in Hyrule. Hyrule region. I guess Ganondorf would own the evil team. Being attacked by sexy desert maidens wouldn't be a bad... That wouldn't be too bad.
Well, it's like there's an image that I absolutely love. I don't have to try and find it again because I can't remember where I've saved it. But it's like it has, I believe, Ganondorf as an Emboar and Link as a Gallade.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I think
fit.
Zelda was a God of War.
Awesome.
Also, I gotta say, I find it a very interesting choice for this architecture. That it's very clearly this was deliberately like placed and done with, because this is very clearly carved rock, and what I find interesting about this is that, like, okay, it's one thing that there's like the stone work on the walls is this it's these carved blocks that have been put down, but then very clearly this floor, or at least the individual levels of the floor, are monoliths. You don't see any cracks or spacing in the floor. So very clearly this was deliberately carved and fashioned to be like this, but there's also the fact that, besides the fact it was deliberately carved, there's asymmetry.
Which I fucking hate.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe we'll get to see the creation of this town.
God, I hope so, because like there's a lot of unsaid stuff to this that would be really cool to see, like the origins of in the frickin' game to come.
I know one thing that, again, it's people can't keep their mouths shut about it once they see it in a trailer or whatever, but apparently the trailer has already spoiled how the name change happens between Hisui to Sinnoh. Or at least not how it happens, but explains where Sinnoh comes from.
Alright.
I know.
But yeah.
See, there appears to have been an insignificant struggle here. Everyone should step back and view things from a bigger perspective. Yes, a bigger perspective, one that is on a universal scale. My perspective, which is the only one that matters. Which is honestly what he's fucking saying. Wow, I didn't know he could actually frickin' smile.
See that, having played this, of course, myself just recently,
Mm-hmm.
it, like, the pacing of this game is weird, because it's like, you fight Cyrus for the first time, like, after you meet him once as just a brief sort of passing thing, then you meet him here, next time you meet him is when you actually fight him, and then he's like, you beat him, and then he, like, basically walks off and says, well, I'm going to go to Mount Spear or whatever. Spear Pillar. And so you basically chase him there, and he faces you again, but now his Pokemon are much stronger, and he's acting as if you're not going to be able to beat him. It's like, I beat you like less than an hour ago.
You know, it is kind of unsettling to see him smile.
Like, especially since, like, the idea is supposed to be he's emotionless. But then again, maybe this is the thing he's just putting on an act to appear friendly.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, people smile to appear approachable.
Yeah, that, like, legitimately, that is what psychopaths do.
You know,
That is true.
What if he's like the same lizard person that, you know, creator of Facebook is?
No, he's a robot.
Yeah! Yeah, Cyrus is more emotional and better at manipulating people.
So that power seems unavailable here.
And unfortunately has not downloaded the update.
Also, we've met before, yes, it was at Mount Coronet. Like, what kind of fucking memory does he have that he just ran into some random trainer in the mountains and was like, yes, you, I will remember you.
Well, look at her outfit.
I mean, I've changed my outfit since then, but yeah.
She clearly looks like a protagonist. I mean,
Not
come on.
really. That's a fairly, like, that's not a very, like, outlandish outfit.
Like, I feel like if nothing else, just maybe, like, he's being very casual, but I have a feeling maybe just, like, he's had reports from his freaking lackeys. They're like, there's this one fucking girl with, like, a crisp winter hat who's been beating our asses.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if you discover any power derived from the legends of Sinnoh, inform me. Whatever you say, stranger man. That power is what I need to create my new world. He doesn't leave us any contact information, though. Like, I don't know. Maybe he knows he'll run into us again eventually.
Either that, or it's just like, you know, since Team Galactic is supposed to have this front as some kind of company that we don't even know what they do,
Maybe he is running Facebook.
Nah. You gotta think, Brad. Why would you want to run Facebook if you're just going to you know, use the power of time and space to create your own universe?
Maybe that is why he wants to do that. He realized, oh my god, I'm running Facebook.
I would say, if nothing... Okay, I would say he doesn't run Facebook, but he uses Facebook to get followers.
He just has like some mob Facebook group.
That's it. Team Galactic is a freaking, what is it? An MLM?
An MLM? Yeah.
Oh my god, it all started to make sense. So Team Flare is the one who's running Facebook.
Yeah, they've got the bloody holo system.
Yeah, they're a proper tech... freaking Lysander runs a proper technology company, so I could see him doing social media.
One thing I will never get about Lysander's plan, though, what was with that weird getup he was wearing to battle you?
I can think it was something that was meant to, like, enhance the power of, like, his Pokemon or something, like... here's my thought. He has a Gyarados that can Mega Evolve. And considering how just unfriendly he was, I wonder if that was something that was meant to, like, artificially induce mega evolution.
Well,
Yeah.
I can think evolution thing has happened. So, not out of the ordinary.
Well, yeah, but like in the Magina movie, actually, the villain in that, he uses a device on Pokemon to induce mega evolution by basically torturing it out of them. But I guess like Lysander's is probably the same thing, but instead of it being something that he puts on the Pokemon, he puts it himself, and maybe it kind of almost has like a megaphone effect of his bond.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if there is something that does confuse me, how does Cyrus have a freaking Crobat?
Yeah, we've discussed that one before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still bugs me. I mean, okay, Lysander and Cyrus are the only two villains I cannot believe would care about their Pokemon.
No, Lysander would care about his Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, because it is a thing of, like, Lysander is, like, he's not without emotion, he's not without compassion, it's just he has this very extreme and, negative view of humankind.
Okay, fair enough. I misinterpreted. My bad. So yeah, I can see Giovanni having some caring. I mean, he was a former gym leader after all.
Yeah.
Actually, that is something I would love to explore. Why did he stop being a gym leader and form Team Rocket? Like,
Because he wanted power. That's.
yeah, but what caused him to do that?
Eh.
I mean, causes anyone to want power? It's like, maybe he was in a position once where he just had a fucked up, bad life, and he didn't want to have to be at anyone's mercy.
Yeah.
Who knows? Even in the manga, it's still a little unclear. Though the manga does characterize him as using Team Rocket's resources to find silver.
Mm.
Because some asshole used Ho-Oh to capture children for his plan.
See,
I think when the Pokemon was born, intelligence bloomed among us, pushing our lives.
when that Pokemon was born, emotions bloomed among us, bringing us joy and sorrow. When that Pokemon was born, willpower bloomed among us, spurring us into action. Yeah, were you gonna say something else, Argle?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, thinking of, like, each of the main villains, one of the other villains that I know wouldn't care about Pokemon is, of course, Gestus.
Okay, yeah, that guy is a hypocritical psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he was straight up a dude who, like, all he cared about was power.
Yeah.
With Cyrus, you could almost see how he was able to get people to follow him. Like, he had a goal, and he might have actually had good intentions. He wanted to fix the world. Gestus? No, this guy was straight up, I'm just gonna destroy the world for the equals. Right?
I mean, Getsus didn't want to destroy the world, he just wanted to rule it.
Yeah. I believe, because it's like, when he ends up using, Curium to start freezing shit, that's more just a bend to my will, or this will keep happening kind of thing.
Yeah, the means to an end kind of thing.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that out of all the villains, he's the most, definitely one of the more dangerous.
Yeah.
Followed by Lysander, but that's because he's literally trying to piss off the beings of life and death.
Well, he wanted to use the super weapon to basically, he wanted, I guess it could say that Lysander was kind of a, almost like an eco-terrorist. He's kind of more of an I think he's kind of a better done version of Aqua and Magma because he's just like, you know, humans bring war to this world. Humans bring ugliness.
Yeah, it's that classic.
Yeah.
Shit,
Whereas, like, Team Magma and Aqua, they come off as people who they have a very basic, incorrect understanding about how ecology works.
Yeah. Like, okay, their goals are somewhat noble, but goddamn, they are fucking stupid. I would defend their goals, but their methodology is really, really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Lucini, who, yeah,
Yeah.
Like, she is a terrifying motherfucker, but
yeah, it's like I like the thing that I like about Lucini's plan is that it's not really something that is about putting the world at danger. I mean, it kind of is just by.
It's a consequence of her actions rather than being a goal of her actions.
Yeah.
yeah, like if she wasn't, you know, she would have been able to step back and be like, oh wait, if I do this, I'll hurt everyone. What do you care about?
And it's like, she fits in that category of she is someone who was hurt and she just did not process it well.
Which is why I like the idea that each iteration of Lucamine is kind of a different take on how people cope with loss like that.
Whereas this one, whereas the anime, they overdid it.
Yeah, she became.
Oh, no, I'm not letting you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely refreshing. I do like Yellow as well.
Remember, Team Yellow's not the villain.
Yeah, I mean, well, you could say that about Skull as well, but yeah, like, they... Gen 6 and... No, wait, that was 7. 7 was Sun and Moon. So for 7 and 8, like, it was kind of interesting in that they basically went for a psych out, and it's like, oh, you thought the explicit team was the bad guys, but really, it was... It turns out Pokemon was spot on. It turns out the real villains are at the heads of corporations.
Yeah, go figure. What a kid.
Rose's plan still is still the least understandable.
Yeah, because, like, generally speaking, the idea that, oh, he's trying to make sure that our energy needs will be met in the future in spite of our constant, like, use ever expanding, that on its own is a general idea that can work. The idea, though, that it's like, oh, this has to be addressed now before it's too late. So, in order to do that, I'm gonna go and summon up something that's going to fuck up everything and not fix the issue even in the future. Like, it was an idea that had so much potential and it just kind of farted.
Yeah. I need to get myself a terminal disease, and then I can go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and make Nickelodeon release Sailor Mouth uncensored. Because Nickelodeon
I mean-
has...
Brad?
Sorry.
Brad?
Yeah.
You gotta think of something there? You're not a kid.
Fuck! Not even a kid at heart will work. Damn it.
No, that... Okay, I haven't seen every episode. I stopped watching South Park a long time ago, but that feels like that would be a cartoon plan.
Yeah.
Well, it does, actually, yeah.
I would not be surprised if there is, in fact, an exact episode where he does that.
Like, he fakes. Okay, I know he faked being mentally retarded. He thought, oh, I could beat a bunch of cars.
Oh, I remember there was one where he didn't do it to do the Make-A-Wish thing, but there was the thing where... Or was it that he faked that he and Kyle got AIDS?
No. He got AIDS, and Kyle laughed at him, so he took some blood, squirted it into Kyle's mouth, so they both got AIDS.
Right.
Because Cartman is a psychopathic son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Straight up, chaotic evil, or even chaotic evil rogue in the party.
This guy.
I'm just...
I like that near the end there.
Wow, you startled me good.
Team 77. So that's...
Okay.
Without getting too technical. Okay, you're welcome on Team... Oh, okay, Psych Up, okay.
Yeah. It's just like that. I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. Am I really?
It's like, you know what? I can just see it. It's like there's this dude who's out on a mountain path. He thinks he's by himself. Just, fuck yeah, strong. Yeah, it's like, so just walks behind him. What the fuck are you doing?
And then he just falls down the mountain. But yeah, Tom Kenny has gone on record saying that in order to make Sailor Mound make it actually work well, they actually recorded their lines uncensored. Nickelodeon has the tape somewhere.
Yeah, I remember.
It's one of those things that's like, it'd be surreal to hear them swear.
Fucking confused, right?
No, right?
Swear to God.
You want to know what's much running good? Sleep in Gen 1.
And I still love the little bob that Mirko does.
Yeah.
Yeah, laughing.
Yeah.
Damn it, you Baba, stop hitting yourself.
I'm just. How is he? Okay, how is Baba doing? Like, how do you think Baba would hit herself?
Well, okay. I think the way they've shown it in the anime a few times is, well, depends on. I think the most recent when they're confused is, they. I think it's a case of oh shit. Actually, the one I'm thinking of, I think it was a snake. I can't remember if it was an arbok or anything like that. And basically, as he was trying to attack, the other Pokemon ends up biting his own tail. But I think they've also shown it as in, like, they go to attack the Pokemon and like slam their head into a wall.
It's like, that's honestly how I could see that working, is that freaking Yubaba just goes to peck it and just shoves his face into a rock, or her face into a rock.
It's not so much as the way I guess confusion is supposed to work is it's almost more like a dizzying thing where you kind of starting to see like double of everything and you like everything just kind of feels delayed.
Yeah.
It's more like a minor concussion.
One thing I decided I'm going to be doing when I start doing my Golden Shackle, when I write down the story, I'm going to put a spoiler over it so that you don't get spoiled, Arnold.
My intention for that story channel was just for like, again, like short little funny moments, not like actual telling a play-by-play. It was just like just funny moments that happened. Yeah, well, yeah. The kind of stories that you would share on like a Reddit or bloody 4chan.
That's kind of what I was trying to do.
Yeah. I know, I think maybe just you went in and over details on it.
That first time I did, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you hear a radio in the background, I'm just making myself some lunch.
Alright.
I'm trying to keep that silent so that way it doesn't show up on the stream.
That's doing alright so far.
Other stupidity in the Whether your nan or your cousin
I'll say more when I'm back in my room.
Also, just my god, this friggin' kid looks like he's in pajamas.
Yeah, that's not a ninja kid. That's just a kid who got into his pajamas and put on a headband. I mean, okay, you got like a little neck thing, you know, where his collar is, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
So I'll put send and do the branch in front. Okay. Found an escape rope. That's good. Okay, so we need strength for that.
I got every achievement in special.
Kind of surprised considering how much stuff you can do in Skyrim. I would think it would be a whole lot spread apart.
Not really. Let me do things bit by bit. It's pretty easy to get it all done. Nothing in it, there's no missable achievements or anything. Well, okay, technically, no missable, but, okay. For the achievement where you have to get every dangerous artifact, yeah, you can pull yourself out of that one if you take the wrong decision. But, yeah. Really, the hardest one was getting to level 75 and looking for a legendary dragon to kill rat.
walking away from...
All dagger crafted.
Man, like, I remember when I played Skyrim, I did not do any kind of crafting. All I did was steal shit and kill people.
Yeah, I learned pretty early on how broken crafting was. I was just like, okay, cool, yeah, you can enchant, that's it, enchanting, not crafting. It's like, oh cool, you can enchant this weapon. Oh, I've got a potion that increases my enchanting. Oh, I can, even if it's a very brief, the buff doesn't go away if you immediately go into the enchanting. I can make super strong enchanting potion with a very limited time and...
And essentially you create a loop.
Yeah.
And then, that's when the fun begins. Oh, in the name of the queen, all while drinking some Yorkshire.
Yeah, I know, like, yeah, Spiffing Brit done it, but I mean, it's one of the most famous and well-known exploits in the game, so...
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, I forgot that her thing was, yeah, she's a ghost, ghosty dude.
Yeah. This is the one gym that you can go through without fighting anyone but her, if you just get all the answers right.
What's funny is that in the manga, she actually uses the fact that Platinum was able to get through all of it without, worrying by the way.
Yeah. He knows.
I know junior high math.
I actually learnt today there is such thing as math and anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy that. As a goddamn art student, I can believe there is such a thing as math anxiety.
Yep.
And I'm over-leveled at this point, so I'm fine with skipping trainers.
The idea behind math anxiety is kind of based on that. It's like, you don't want to get an answer wrong, which then causes you to stress out that you might get an answer wrong, and that in turn causes you to not think straight. And...
Yeah, that is concrete. You're right or you're wrong. Everything else you can almost debate. The answers are more nuanced.
Well, okay, it's also the fact that you have to actually like work it out. Whereas like other things, yeah, there are plenty of stuff that are concrete, but you don't have to work out all the different like.
And like, God help you if you have to do that thing where you have to figure out, oh, you do the parenthesis, and then you do this, and then you do that, and then you gotta divide this.
The first answer was 15.
I don't have memory problems.
Fortunately, I do, so I might have led you astray.
I do like her design. It's simple, yet stands out because her hair. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see someone with hair like that.
Yeah, that's definitely a cosplay challenge.
I mean, it'd be easy to do in cosplay. They'd probably use wires and whatnot. Like,
yeah, like you could probably put that together with a decent wig.
yeah.
I don't know why. Why is that so funny?
But I kind of wish they actually, actually have her name drop Kalis, just because it's like, yeah, she obviously comes from Kalos because she's French,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, they've never explicitly said that, so it's just like,
Yeah, all I'm thinking of is her depiction in the anime.
oh, actually,
The actress is the same as Cherry LeBlanc from 5D.
what if she's not from Kalos? What if we end up getting a region down the line that's based in Canada and she's from like Montreal?
Yeah, one of those Quebecois French.
Oh my god. That would be a twist. And that's her big dark secret. I'm from Canada! I'm from Canada, eh? Actually, it was so weird to have a French accent, but also with all the Canadian. I don't know why. It's kind of a weird combo. Anyway, blow them away.
I shall do so.
Also, I have a question.
Yes?
In Trace Aftermath, what does that look like God of War Fame? Does she have a suicide vest?
I just imagine it's probably like a death cry. Like she just lets out one final freaking note. It's just like glass shattering.
There is actually a move that was added in Sword of Shield, that fairy type, it's a fairy type explosion. It's called Misty. I think it's called Misty Surge, where it's like it's an extremely powerful, basically self-destruct or whatever. I think it also can only be done if you're on a fairy terrain. I can't quite remember it because it's like. But it does sort of lead to the idea that if a God of War had like aftermath, it just releases a big burst of fairy energy.
Maybe with that.
Yeah,
Also, just oh my god, freaking Niblet just healed the burn away through sheer willpower. I kind of imagine that it's like it's his tail that lights on fire, and he has to quickly pat it out.
Yeah.
So looking up artwork of like God of War different race, they're pretty funny.
Yes. In fact, I think I remember Argyle sharing a whole bunch of series of that at one point.
I like Regenerator. She trusts Piccolo.
The God of War, what God of War would look like with all the Pokemon abilities, yeah. I believe Strongjaw had sort of handsome Squidward God of War.
The same artist or
I don't know.
Snake.
This video has now been copyright claimed by Konami.
God damn it.
Fuck you!
Yeah, they would totally do that. They're assholes.
They did a copyright claim on my Gradius 3 video.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Joke's on them, I'm not fucking monetized. Fuck, right, poison.
Poison. Poison. Run. You. Damn minion and with that.
Let's switch Pokemans.
You know, if there was one Disney movie that I think would be interesting to have a live action remake. It probably wouldn't work as it still probably wouldn't work because live action remakes are pretty bad as they are, but a live action remake of Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Only if they just get some guy to shoot lava costume.
Nah.
Unfortunately, there's a big problem. Nobody can replace Eartha Kitt.
I think they could find. Yeah, I mean, she is iconic, but you know they would have to get new actors for. They would have new actors for everyone really. They wouldn't really have anyone reprise their role. Which hopefully they would get Thingo to reprise Kronk because.
Okay, yeah, if he is like, yeah, we need to have Patrick Warburton.
Yeah. Like I would say this. Patrick Warburton does look like he could fit the role of Kronk. Yeah.
Though, a potential actor that I think could play Kronk in live action. We've got two versions, and I think The Rock.
Yes.
The Rock,
He could work. Wait, shit! I didn't mean to press the button.
And for Cusco, I could see Ryan Reynolds.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds can fit just about anything.
Dang it! Why did you train your Miss Magius good? I know, but she's an NPC. Dang it!
I like it when Spider-Man characters are justified because it becomes a Sentai here. Be right back.
No, it's Bowser. In the Nintendo video games, who is the arch nemesis of the Italian plumber character Mario? Luigi, Bowser, or Yoshi? That. She said Luigi!
I mean, technically, in Super Paper Mario, Luigi was briefly brainwashed into opposing Mario.
I love just seeing those boomers try to answer those questions. So I guess if you want to be technical, Mario is the arch nemesis to Luigi. Because Luigi's always in his shadow.
Man, it would have been interesting if they tried to do, throw him for a loop with, like, some actual possible side things where it's like, oh, Donkey Kong or Wart.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Niblet.
Man, you keep getting confused a lot.
Yes. Another Thunderbolt. No. Oh. Okay.
Also, she's very, I like that she basically dances to as she's
Yeah, a little.
making her commands.
Gives her Pokemon a little extra razzle dazzle with her commands. Yay!
It's also funny how it's like how energetic and just like happy and cheerful she is despite being a ghost trainer, because like it seems to be if they're a ghost trainer they're either usually gloomy, maniacal, aka Hexmaniac, or yeah, it's trying to think of like we don't have too many in the way of like gym leaders that are ghost trainers.
Yeah. You could say that Fantina is rather spirited.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think a lot of the major ghost trainers that we know tend to be quite opposite compared to what you'd expect. Because like you have Ace Roller, who is, you know, a happy-go-lucky little lowly. Chantal, she's not exactly gloomy, but and she's not exactly like high-spirited and cheerful, but you know, she's just a book-loving nerd.
There's what's his name? The shy boy that looks like a shy guy.
Yeah, he's the only one that kind of fits the idea of being a ghost trainer.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Alistair.
no, it's my stalker. See, so
When you said that,
Yes?
I was expecting it to be bloody Fingo, the Lucas.
Yeah, that would be Denki.
Well, no,
Lucas.
Lucas is the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So glad to see you. You're not very easy to track down. My grandma told me what took place in Celestic Town. It's for what she did by the ruins. But that Team Galactic, I thought they were just a bunch of eccentrics. You know, talking about how they're going to make a new universe and all. And that weird way they dress, too. I thought they were harmless. It appears as if they're a lot more trouble than I thought. I mean, stealing and hoarding Pokemon, that's just plain wrong. Yes, it makes her angry. See, by the way, did you find the ruins interesting at all? If you did, you may want to visit the library in Kanalave City. They have some ancient books that you might find interesting. It may also be of help to the completion of your Pokedex. I think you ought to go there. Okay, bye-bye for now. I suppose that's the thing, that it helps, like, give you a specific reason to go to an area, but that also just kind of seems like a thing that is weird. That's like, she tracks you down just to give you the hint to go there, and like, you know, perhaps you would be interested in some archaeology. Just, why are you following me around and telling me to go to these ruins? Yeah.
If it was more like the anime version, I could imagine instead of her being following you around, she just keeps running into you while she's just doing like a foodie tour of Sinnoh.
Yes. I like the idea of that. Did I? No, I did not heal up. I should go and do that before I go back into the dangerous wilds.
Yeah, you're used to the modern games that constantly heal you up
Yeah.
every chance they get.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Alright, yeah, you got Pokemon. Do you have a Pokemon? Alright, no,
Yeah,
alright,
you don't need that
that
anymore. Yeah.
It's bonnet. Or the barrel, I mean.
See, the problem is, the reason why I keep forgetting that is because I've always got my barrel with me. Because I actually used Chica as a as an actual proper battler.
There we go.
I challenge you with my team of Magikarp.
Let's break
No,
out
I could just imagine that, you know, it's like this fisherman just like sitting there just doing some fishing, sees this funky young trainer come to him, like, oh shit, oh crap, they're gonna want to battle me, oh crap, what do I have on me that I can fight with? I've only got all these Magikarp. Let's do this!
I'm just almost imagining it's a thing where it's like he hasn't even put the Magikarp in a ball. It's just like, I don't know, in a bucket or something next to him.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, looks down at it, and it's just looking back at him being like, please don't. You know I'm not gonna win.
You know, just imagine, it might actually be effective. You dump a bucket of Magikarp on the trainer.
Oh wow, he actually has a Gyarados.
Surprise, motherfucker! You thought I only had Magikarp!
And down he goes. I'm just he's like, psych! You thought I only had Magikarp, didn't you? Well, watch my big badass dragon. Down he goes.
Oh, you mean the one that's now 4 times weak to my lightning?
Yeah.
God.
Actually, you know what I'm surprised we don't have, and actually kind of, I would love to see this as 2 Pokemon. We get a Pokemon that is based on salmon, and then we get a bear that has the electric typing.
I could see that. And also at the same time, an electric bear sounds like the most terrifying thing ever.
Yeah. I still hope that we eventually get a fire spider.
terrifying, but yes, that would be neat. Let's see. Ooh, what did Nibble pick up? Another polka doll! Niblet, do you want a friend? Like, I mean, I guess we don't really have any soft, fluffy Pokemon. Like, I mean, I would imagine Gardevoir is nice, but I mean...
You keep taking its dolls away from it.
I just want companionship, Master. Oh, this dude actually leads with a Gyarados. God, I'm just thinking of like Gardevoir being able to pull off the Intimidate with just like got the pleasant expression, then just puts on the utter death. Just you will suffer. Look,
the Luigi stare.
yeah.
So, did you give your Fleek? Did you give what her name was?
Filk.
Filk, that's right, yeah. Did you give her Thunderbolt?
No.
Cause yeah, it's like I gave Cadence Thunderbolt, so it's just like I could just imagine her intimidating the Gyarados, like just kind of giving her a nice cheerful smile and like, I know Thunderbolt. Just simple, matter of factly.
Just do with just a pleasant smile. Just. Yes, Niblet, you did good. Can I keep a doll now? No.
Either that or your Niblet is a klepto and is just stealing dolls from kids that you walk past.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta think. I got that doll while I was next to that fisherman.
It's a lure.
See, a man of the sea is also a man of Pokemon. Okay. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that Gen 4 was the generation where there was just random pre-evolutions and evolutions given out to some Pokemon.
Yeah.
I recall Mantyke isn't even a water type. I think it's a normal type.
Pretty sure it's a water. I mean, it's a water. It lives in the water, so.
Yeah, but remember, it's like Azurill. Azurill is normal type. Yeah.
Oh, so you evolve a Mantyke. Okay. Guess how you evolve it.
You gotta have it be in a party with a Remoraid, right?
Yep.
Which, that's not the most efficient way to evolve something, I admit.
No, the stone, Runiculus is... Runiculus or whatever.
I would have said...
Runaregis. Yeah.
I think Ninkata is one of the more interesting ones. With the Booth Shedinja. How you gotta have like an extra slot in your party when there's the evolution.
I like the evolutions that mix things up, as long as there would be some logical reason.
Yeah, it's like... I think for me, when it comes to evolutions that I like the least... I would say, like, okay, it's gotten better with connectivity these days, but I just don't like the trade requirement evolutions.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, I get why they do it, but, yeah. Hello,
So I do kind of like the idea with the Runa Regis evolution. The reason for it, it's because like the Yamask is actually being taken over by a curse, and you have to have it at low health and pass through the area where the curse is at the strongest. Which so that way it's like, yeah, your Yamask was just completely taken over by a different entity. Which is one of those things where it's a very weird and obscure thing, but it's a very interesting weird and obscure. Yeah.
It really makes you kind of feel like you came across something interesting when you pull it off. God, though, I would just imagine with frickin' Gastrodon beating Luxio, just poor cat just somehow getting glorped over by it, just flop. God, this guy. Too torn up to sing anymore. I am so cool that way. Alright, you frickin' poser. Oh, it's a duder. Let's see. Liberty, a long time no see. Oh, you look puzzled. You're wondering who I am. I'm Professor Ron's assistant and Lucas's father, right? Yeah.
I remember there was a theory that was basically supposed to be like, oh, what if Lucas's father was Sycamore, and then this game just basically is like, you forgot about this?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure if he actually said that in the original.
No, I'm thinking of Barry's father, not Lucas. Yeah, I don't remember about Lucas.
This is the second time today you've misremembered Lucas as Barry.
It probably doesn't help that with this setup, it's, you got the one... Because it's like, you got a female character, then you got two male characters, and the way it's set up, both rivals are male, so it's probably easy to mix them up.
But Lucas isn't a rival because you never battle him.
Right.
Which I think is also one of those weird ideas, like, they could have easily had him set up as like another rival, but yeah, he just shows up, it helps you out. Actually, it doesn't even really help you out, you end up helping him out.
Yeah.
I think he does help you one time in like one of the double areas.
That sounds right. Who did you say I was again? Oh yes, I remember now. I'm the move deleter. You've come to make me force your Pokemon to forget some moves? No, why would I do that? Remember me.
Yep.
Okay, Galactic. Let's see. Ah, dang it, they changed from the interest. Okay, bring down the spot weather. Make a cutie. Okay. Welcome to Canalave. Oh! Canalave, the Canal City! That's why it's called
Huh. You know, I didn't even realize that either, so, huh. Boy, I feel dumb.
In the old,
Yeah, you aren't the only one.
in the old days, this port used to be up. Like I was just like, yeah, Canalave, that's a name. Right, they call that because it has canals. Okay. Okay, so this is where it gets straight.
It's so weird that it just feels so wrong that like strength is pretty much the last one you get.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
I've always...
when you...
Go ahead.
I was just it's like I mean, when you think about it, strength was like one of the last ones. Like you got it and Surf at roughly the same point to Gen 1. And they were kind of the last you would get, as I recall.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, it's like maybe it's I just misremembered it because it always feels like, you know, Fly or Surf should be the last one you get. Because, you know, it's like Fly especially, it's like, okay, you can now fly everywhere.
Right, yeah, you would think of that as being the last, yeah. God damn it, Denki!
What's up? What's up, fool?
The problem here, Denki, is that you think you're giving me the vibe check. I am the vibe check!
I will buy you! Wait, that came out wrong.
See, I think that's one of the reasons, like, it just kind of annoys me there, because it's just like, he's always acting as if he's stronger than you, and yet you kick his ass every time.
Mm-hmm. Now to eliminate Bird with prejudice. Oh, that is satisfying.
This game has traumatized you towards birds, hasn't it?
Well, at the very least, it's traumatized me towards Starly and its ilk.
Yeah.
I'm surprised your Murkrow hasn't evolved. Yeah, wait, you need a Dusk Stone, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, is that? I might have that in my inventory. I don't have to check. I could have sworn I picked one up by now.
I hear the radio.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like a 5 to 10% chance to get a Dusk Stone via pickup, and pickup is a 10% chance after every battle.
And the Galactic Warehouse is that thing in Veilstone, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang, that Heracross hits hard.
Damn it, I've got to put my iced tea in the fridge. I'll pop it in the freezer for about 40 minutes.
Hopefully you don't forget it.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Then you got ice pop.
Then it becomes literal iced tea. Oh, it's, yeah, iced tea, not iced tea. So I guess iced tea still works.
Yeah, might as well rest both of those.
I'm going to have a plum and honey green tea. Plum and honey green tea.
That's a lot of stuff in one thing.
There are a lot of variety of teas, even when it just comes to green tea. Like another one that I like. Green tea with lemon is good, but then there's like I think it's like green tea, lemon, and ginger.
Alright.
There used to be a specialty store that I'll get a bunch of teas from. That place got shut down during all the lockdown bullshit.
Yeah.
Sucks when stuff goes out of business, like... It probably says something when a business can't entirely survive going through that, but at the same time, it's like, you do know it's like there's some places that are just like they're in a bad spot and then they get kind of finished off.
Yeah, this was like a this is like a little, sort of almost like a little roadside, like a little mini shopping area with a small group of like specialty stores in the middle of a sort of vineyard area, so very rural and like nowhere near a major, like the closest town to is where I live, and Cessnock is a pretty... Despite it being called a city, it is pretty small and unknown. It's just we just happen to be near one of like the bigger vineyards in this region. So I believe is where a lot of the revenue comes from, people passing through to get to all those specialty boutique stores.
Yeah, let's go in the library.
What's it called in Undertale? The library?
Library.
Library, yeah.
Spelling so bad that just like, fuck it, whatever.
That just makes me wonder. I think it's only in the third floor where you can actually read all the...
Yeah.
See, that's the image everyone keeps pointing at, being like, because you see that in a few different places around the game. They're like, it's not in the original, so they're like, yep, that's got to be a hint to the next game.
Like, I can kind of get why, because I remember that, like, in Let's Go, they had, like, the images of what looked like Spirit Pillar and all that, but, like...
They also had the Galar region on the maps.
Right. I don't know, this looks... Yeah, I mean, like, we already kind of disproved that since Starry Night has nothing to do with Italy, but, like... Like, all I'm seeing here at the moment is I see a bird and maybe, like, a whale or dolphin leaping out of the water. Either that or maybe that's another bird, but its wings are down.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a... you know, bird flying over the water of the city in the background of the night, but yeah. Yeah, because it's like they've set a precedent that they do hide evidence towards the next games in the current gen.
Yeah, the thing is, like, not to rag on this game, but they've been pretty low effort in this, and I feel like the only setup that's here is meant to be, hey, Legends is going to be coming out in a few months.
Yeah. It makes me it feels like that if we do get any more hints at the next generation, it's probably going to be in Legends.
Yeah.
Especially since we are likely to get the actual like next mythical Pokemon, because at the moment there's only one mythical Pokemon in this generation. There's usually at least like 2, maybe 3.
Pissed off monkey.
Yeah.
Mythical.
And I don't like its design at all.
I kinda dig it, but we could do better.
Let's see, a book is titled Sinnoh Myth. Would you like to read it? Yes. Sinnoh Myth. Betray not your anger, lest something will come. Weep not with sorrow, or something will draw near. When joy and enjoyment come as natural as the very air, that is happiness. Let such be blessed by the hand of Master Something. It was accustomed to speak those words.
Good job keeping a record of stuff if you don't know what they're talking about.
Sinnoh
I am
regions.
the mom. Allow me to introduce myself.
Sinnoh regions mythology. Long ago, when Sinnoh had just been made, Pokemon and humans led separate lives. That is not to say they did not help each other. No, indeed they did. They supplied each other with goods and supported each other. The Pokemon proposed to the others to always be ready to help humans. It asked that Pokemon be ready to appear before humans, always. Thus, to this day, Pokemon appear to us if we venture to tall grass. To help us by biting our hands off.
And possibly humping our legs.
God. Sinnoh's myth. 3 Pokemon there were. Into the lakes they dove, deep, deep, drawing no breath. Deeper, deeper they dove, into suffocating depths they dove. Deeper than deepest they alight, from the lake floor they rise. Bearing with them the power to make vast lands, they rise again.
It's not clear, were they deep?
Darker and darker. Darker yet darker still.
Yeah. See, Veilstone's myth. A young man, callow and foolish in innocence, came to own a sword. With it he smote Pokemon, which gave sustenance with carefree abandon. Those not taken as food he discarded with no afterthought. The following year, no Pokemon appeared. Larders grew bare. Would you like to keep reading? Yes.
No?
The young man, seeking the missing Pokemon, journeyed afar. Long did he search, and far and wide too, until one he did find. Asked he, "Why do you hide?" To which the Pokemon replied, "If you bear your sword to bring harm upon us with claws and fangs, we will exact a toll. From your kind we will take our toll, for it must be done. Done it must be to guard ourselves, and for it I apologize." And keep going. To the skies the young man shouted his dismay. "And having found the sword I have lost so much. Gorged with power I grew blind to Pokemon being alive. I will never fall savage again. This sword I denounce and forsake. I plead for forgiveness, for I was but a fool." So saying, the young man hurled the sword to the ground, snapping it. Seeing this, the Pokemon disappeared to a place beyond seeing.
Yeah, pretty shitty sword if it breaks just by throwing it on the ground.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, hello, Dave. Yeah, nice to have you by, if only for a little bit. We're doing all right. I've gotten to Canalave, which I have just learned is called Canalave because it has a canal.
I'm pretty sure everyone pronounces it Canalave.
Yeah. I know.
Late? Late? Maybe. Walk out.
Let's see, gonna be a sailor.
So I just gotta love that there's a sailor that lives in one of these houses that is Old Man Eldritch.
Yeah.
I'm Old Man Eldritch.
Who may or may not be a ghost.
Certainly not a deep one.
Well, I believe he is supposed to be the one that you encounter Darkrai. You get like
Isn't that like a special event thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
So I think they've included the special events. And so.
what way to start a conversation?
Do you want to set sail?
Sure, why not?
I mean, it's not exactly like it's. Maybe Then again, he didn't ask for any money, so I was about to say maybe he's a. That's how he makes his. Bloody pay money, yeah.
See, and thank you. I appreciate that you find my narration sufficient, Dave. And also, you know what? I'm willing to believe, given how things have been going, he was told to give us a ride by frickin' Cynthia.
Yeah, I can believe that.
She's like, okay, there's gonna be this girl who comes along who's wearing a wintery get-up. Here's $50. Send her to Iron Island. Oh, I can have a new Pokemon encounter here. It's probably gonna be a Geodude, but
Here's a thought. I know in Iron Island you can get a Railu egg.
this is true.
The question is, when do you get it?
Like, I think you have to travel to the end of the island or something.
Okay,
Also, just
may I make a suggestion? How about you get a bunch of repels, go through this entire thing, get the egg, and consider that your catch?
I mean, I've been counting eggs as, like, being caught where they hatch, so...
That is true.
Yeah, because I was gonna say he's too deep in now, but I'm surprised he hasn't actually run into anything yet.
Yeah.
There it is. It's a Graveler. I mean, at least it's not a Geodude. You know what? I'll throw a quick ball at you. And if it doesn't work, oh well. See, Cynthia's always the go-to explanation for everything in Diamond and Pearl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that actually worked.
Huh. How about that?
Alright. What should we nickname it?
Stone Pokemon. Let's name it Cheech. Because it's stone.
Ha.
I know, that was terrible. I'm sorry.
Boulder. I mean, we already have a boulder.
No, it's Brolder.
I mean, if you want to go with like a rock ground type name, there's always Rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Sure, why not? Let's see, or do I... Do I already have... No, I don't have a Dwayne. You know what? Yeah, why not? We'll call it Dwayne. Might as well indulge the urge.
Yeah.
Oh god, that now makes me think. Another wrestling name that you could give to a rock type is Austin. It's Stone Cold.
This
Okay,
is
yeah, that
true.
could work.
Did we have a battle, please? I mean... You know what? If you're gonna ask politely, I'd be fine with that. You know what? I'm gonna ruin your picnic. Okay, we've traded intimidations. Yeah, it's like with all the times the trainers just like demand a fight out of you, it's nice for it to be consensual, as it were.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, Cherem also has this thing that happens. Oh, they get all covered up and stuff. It just looks like it wouldn't know where it's going. Like, it feels like you just see it stumbling around.
Yeah, by the way,
Yeah?
I forgot to mention, but I got something interesting for Christmas that I haven't actually got around to playing yet because I'm trying to finish Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. But I got Super Mario All-Star, Super Mario Party All-Star.
Mario Party Superstar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Man, I gotta get a copy of that.
Yeah.
I would. If I had money.
A lot of people are really saying that like this is like one of the most definitive versions of a Mario Party game.
I mean, it probably helps that it's got like the N64 stuff in it.
Yeah, it's got good maps. With like Super Mario Party was fun, had some really good mini games, but the maps were just boring as fuck.
Yeah, I'll admit, I've been kind of looking to find an excuse to eventually buy it, so that'll probably be as good a reason as any.
Well, you two have fun.
Let's see, thanks for everyone's Christmas, but my Christmas was pretty pleasant, actually. Had a good dinner with the family, had a pretty leisurely time, enjoyed things. I got a new blanket, which is nice because otherwise my current one was getting full of holes. I got a walking stick, which is nice.
I've always wanted a sword.
I mean, you're American, so yeah, you. I'm surprised you don't want a gun cane. Jokes. Anyway, for me.
Why would I want a gun game when I can just get a really long handle and use that as the cane? I want something classier than that. Like, come on, Arnold, you know me.
Bossy, AK. Those two words don't go in the same sentence.
That's why I want the sword cane, not the AK.
Yeah, right, yeah. Buddy, so for me, it was kind of disappointing on a few different fronts. One that I won't really get into. And the other is that, okay, my mum and my sister meant well, but it's one of those things, it's never buy people clothing for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know, you here's some shirts, it's just a bunch of sort of generic shirts and in a style I don't like, so it's like the sleeveless, kind of like almost tank top style shirts. I'm just like, I don't like these, I don't wear these, and I just recently ordered in some shirts of my own in a style I like. Got me some boxer shorts, which were too big, and I recently bought myself a couple of pairs recently, so it's just like, why did you do this?
Yeah, that's no fun.
It's like, oh, because you need them. It's like, yes, that's why I bought them myself.
Yeah, you know, unless it's your kid and they're in like elementary school, don't buy somebody else. They themselves know the right size.
Yeah. And yeah, Dave, like I could see that being nice if it's like you're in a position where like you literally just need clothes because you lost them, and that is pleasant. It is someone kind of helping out.
Yeah.
There's the exception. Whenever they give me some good clothing, usually are decent enough to see me gear and such.
Yeah, it's like I've had people say to me before. It's like I don't know what to buy you. It's like, you know what my hobby is.
Well, at the very least, give me a gift card to a clothing store and I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Yeah.
my uncle, I didn't expect to get something from him, but he bought me a little gift. A Gengar mug.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's like,
That's slightly racist. Or am I thinking something else?
what?
What?
Did you just say your uncle is slightly racist, or was something slightly what? Can't remember.
Yeah, no, my uncle's just generally just an asshole.
Okay, so he's just a curmudgeon. Got it.
See, ooh, Niblet
Yeah.
got a Dawnstone. Okay, you know what, Niblet? If you can pick up a Duskstone before I find one, I will let you hold a Pokédoll for the rest of the playthrough.
Oh my god, yes!
I swear, if he actually picks one up, that would be fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's a slim chance. I ended up having like a team of 5 Pachirisu. All and so it's like as I said, a 10% chance after a battle for him to pick it up, and it's like a 5 to 10% chance for it to be a Dawn or Duskstone.
So you got a 10 and a 10. We're talking like it probably like a 1 in 100.
Yeah.
Wow. I keep forgetting Graveler knows self-destruct.
That Nuzlocke never forget. So many Nuzlockers, so many Pokemon to be asshole. I think the worst part about him is, since they usually have sturdy, you can't one-hit them.
Yeah.
And then they self-destruct. Christmas? Yeah, it went pretty well. I got some alright stuff. But folks, got me something off my list, and that would be a double DVD of The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth with David Bowie. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Because, hey, who doesn't like David Bowie?
I know someone that doesn't like him.
Is it your nan?
Funny you do, because that person needs to be cut out of life.
Actually, I don't know what my nan's opinion on David Bowie is.
I just remember that, like, wasn't it your nan who said that she didn't like Tom Hanks?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because, like, ever since I heard that, that's like... But why, though? Like...
I know!
I'd like to know the reason.
She just doesn't like him. That's the only... That's her reason for a lot of stuff whenever I ask her, like, why. She's like, I just don't like him. Like, that'd be a reason.
Your nan is just something.
Also, it annoys me how he wears his hat askew like that. Like, okay, having it tilted is fine, but having it sort of sideways.
Yeah, it is really irritating me.
I kinda like it, but I mean, I know how asymmetry can be sometimes. Wow, that... I mean, okay, it's not exactly a powerful move, but still, when you got a ground that doesn't do much to a steel type, that is... something. Let's see, Zero Mural using Parish Song, installed until Zero used Belly Drum as it died. This is Copycat, use Belly Drum, Bullet Punch, extreme. That sounds extreme.
They are the ones selling your evil plan.
My evil plan?
You know, with Gardevoir and...
Oh, right, yes. So, a strategy I come across is, it works, you can do it in single battle, but it's a little bit trickier. It's easier in doubles. But basically, you have a Linoon with, you have a Linoon with Simple Beam. You use Simple Beam on your Gardevoir, and your Gardevoir has Calm Mind, so that way, once she becomes simple, she gets the double boost from Calm Mind. And then you have Endure, and then you have what's the Draining Kiss move?
Draining Kiss?
Is it Draining Kiss? I can't remember the name.
I think that's what it is.
So yeah, essentially... It's funny just the amount of strategies that are available, but of course, thanks to Smogon, people only go with the meta, which is why you can usually beat people with these off-the-cuff strategies, because they don't expect it.
now I'm thinking I've got new to branch with Earth Power and all that, and how I've got the worshippers of Zeta who use like dances and all that. Just imagine a Gastrodon changeling who dances just like jiggles like Jello.
Yeah, it's you know, I'm looking forward to the next few sessions.
Something of potential interest and concern when I hear the GM say those kinds of things.
I'm going to right some wrongs.
Right, so... It's not kind of competitive. Use a full team of baby mons, all having stat upgrade moves and baton pass. That is very elaborate, but I mean, then again, there's some fun to just setting up combos and all that. Oh great, it's these people.
It's like you just talk to him, just like, just walk past them, don't pay attention to them, maybe they will leave us alone.
Then it's just this time, it's like, you two, God, I don't want to read your cult's literature! Let's take out that ponytail before it becomes a problem.
There we go, easy enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of something when you get the multiple music changes between fighters going, like, even when it's just frickin' they're the same trainer type, so they should have the music. It's the same music.
Yeah. You know, I never realized how, like, lengthy those trainer themes are if you actually sit there and listen to them.
Yeah, because it's like, usually when you're in a playthrough, you don't really usually listen to them for more than, like, at max 10 seconds to read the dialogue. I guess the composer probably has fun trying to think of some good proper themes. My opinion on black and white critical low HP music, I think it is brilliant, and I think it is a shame they have not implemented that in any generation after.
Yep.
Because, like, even if you didn't hear it that often, I thought it was awesome how they would have those musical changes depending on the situation. Like, it was that, and also how, in Gym Leaders, when they were on the last Pokemon, they would kick it up into that kind of victorious theme.
Yeah, I really love how...
Like, it's something I'm hoping they'll do again at some point, because, like, I think that was one of the things that was just fantastic when it came to Gen 5 was all the ways they would have the music vary up and change. Like how it was, like, depending on where you were, the music might, like, if you're just standing still, it would play a little bit of a melody, but if you started watching along, like, they would start having some drums going almost as if it was a march.
Yeah. But I think they only did that in like one route, or like 1 or 2 routes.
Yeah. Still, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Now it's like one of my favorite examples of sort of dynamic music like that. Good old Banjo Kazooie. Gruntilda's Lair. Whenever you'd get close to one of the new worlds,
We did the sound related. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I've been watching a lot of like Den of the Dragon, Marvel. I appreciate it. Seriously. You are an awesome GM. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. So, what's the worst player you've ever worked with? Like either in your party or you had Maybe I'm leaving.
This one arsehole called Bren.
Well, fuck you! Alright, but in all seriousness.
Okay, in all seriousness, this one asshole called Grey Bastard that ruins my plans all the time.
It is funny how Andrew seems to do that all the time, right?
Like, so, I'm gonna derail your campaign?
It's impressive how the dice just want you to do that, right?
But no, I think the worst player I've ever had. I wouldn't say worst, but like. Okay, there was this one guy who he would try and rules lawyer, and he would get it wrong.
Okay, a rules lawyer is frustrating if they're doing it to be anti-fun, or just to make it easier on them. But when you do that, you get it. Oh!
Yeah, he like I wouldn't even call it rules lawyer because it's like he like whenever rules questions came up with anyone in the group, he would be there to sort of tell them how to do it. But that's like
Real quick,
at the
thanks for
same
stopping
time-
by, Dave. Happy New Year's.
yeah, thanks.
Happy New Year's to you too.
But, yes, rules lawyers.
So it's like like one player had a character that was perfectly fine within the rules, and he was like, your character can't do that. That's not how that works. And I'm like, look it up on Archive of Nephis. He's like, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. I'm like, it's on Archive of Nephis. Like, well, Archive of Nephis is official. Yes, it is.
Second, you're the GM. In the end, GM rules. If you want to say, fuck base attack bonus, everybody gets a plus 20, you can do that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
well,
it's one of those things where it's like the I remember, like, the good example we've had of a rules lawyer was, frickin' Ari. And that was kind of like, because, like, he helped because, you know, like, this is how this ruling goes and this is how this goes. And he knew the rules and he he contributed positively in that. He didn't do that to be like a freaking jerk about it.
He was trying to help, and he never went, this is how it is. We're trying to figure out, hey, how do you do it? Then pipes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not spoiling if somebody legitimately asks, hey, what is this mechanic?
Yeah, it just got really annoying because it's like, also if it was just a brief moment of like, like, you have that moment where it's like you know how it works. It's just it takes a moment for your brain to actually realize. Then he would immediately jump in, acting like as if he was trying to teach people how to play. It's like, dude, just give us a moment to remember. Like,
Yeah. Like, I think that's kind of one of those things with some of those sorts where it's like, for some people, I think it's kind of a case of, oh, they're doing it because these other people clearly don't know the rules or remember or whatever, but I think the issue with some of that sometimes is it isn't just the fact that they're just pulling out the rules or whatever for their own advantage or whatever. It's you get the feeling that it's not that they're just trying to tell you how the game works, it's that they're trying to tell you what your characters should do.
yeah.
And they're kind of stepping on your agency, as it were, as a player. And because it's like, it can be one thing where it's like, oh, what would be a nice, like, effective thing to do here, but I would imagine that to be a thing where it's like, you should wait to be asked if, like, hey, what would be a good thing to do, or, like, what do you think, or whatever, or, you know.
That's what it should be like time because we're in a tight situation. That could be directed behind is a better thing.
Yeah, and it ended up being a case of like, he wouldn't show up a lot of the time as well. Like, there was a point where, so it's just like, yeah, I'm done with this guy.
Mod.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you've played that one. You know why it's called DLC.
Yeah.
You know what else? What I love best about it? Not only does it make completion just run so much smoother because you're actually seeing everything in progress, but I love the fact that it's released other mods. Not just little mods, actually good ones.
Zasma is evolving!
Yay! Okay, so speaking of, I was watching Arlo's predictions for next year, and there's one part that I absolutely laughed at. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
What?
Basically, it was like, he's like, he was predicting the Game Awards for next year. He's like, Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be nominated as Game of the Year, but we all know it's going to be Elden Ring that gets it. I'm like, yeah.
That, okay, it's either gonna be that or Link will win, and people will raise an eyebrow saying that it was worth, Elden Ring got a ward snub.
Yeah.
Look, it's gonna be one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't even care for Elden Ring, but even I know, like, what they're pulling off is really impressive.
I'd like to report a bug.
Ah, he's just invisible.
Oh my
He just
god,
does
he's
that
a
sometimes.
Yeah, sure, I'll take a Pokemon egg.
Mr. Ninja.
No, I meant to put it in the box. See, spending time with you was very enjoyable. I intend to test my skills in other places from now on. Let's meet again. Take care on the way out. Have I been talking to myself this entire time? Man, that would just be weird if I just had another voice in my head just saying things to me and helping me out through some inexplicable means.
Well, that's pretty weird. Yeah, that would be kind of weird. Isn't that right, other boy?
Liberty having another voice in her head. Never heard of that.
So, I'm an Onyx. Also one of the worst Pokemon ever. Which really sucks because, dude, it's a big-ass rock snake. Right?
And then there he is again! Like...
So, I'm an Onyx. Oh, not having Riley, yeah. Like, you freaking ninja!
He just did the Batman thing, he was just hiding behind the rock.
That might have actually been it. But yeah, Legacy Dragonborn, fun to replay it. Though it's been years since I actually played it, and apparently, the museum got a big, like, renovation. Since last time I saw it, so...
Oh god.
Hmm?
I'm playing Age of Calamity, and I just unlocked a character that is quite... He's got quite the interesting moveset.
Do tell.
It's Master Koga.
The fat ninja
And-
dude?
Yeah. And one of his moves is he calls up some Yiga clan ninjas to carry him into a charge.
Okay.
The way he runs, he kind of does this like panicked waddle before he goes into his levitation.
Interesting.
And his unique move is he can shoot a laser from his face.
As
That
you
is
do.
unique indeed.
He gains it by building up stress. It's his stress laser.
Huh.
Interesting.
Actually, he calls it the big glowy blast.
Ooh, steel type. Right, because Iron Island, of course there would be steel type. Alright.
I mean, yeah.
And yeah, looking up some tier lists, he's the lethal joke character. His design and everything about him is meant to be a joke, but he's also a pretty high tier character. Then again, there's no real bad characters in Age of Calamity. I'd say the one that I don't like to use too much, but I still have her in the party just because she's a healer, is Mipha.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll say it again. Age of Calamity is a great story. Really builds up the champions before the fall of Hyrule. And it really is like, it is just a straight up great Zelda game. Like sure, it's a Warriors game, but it actually feels like, since you know it is all about the fall of Hyrule, it actually feels like this is what a Zelda game where Ganondorf wins in this big climactic, you know, war would actually play like.
I'm still kind of trying to figure if I want to give that a shot, because I remember I got Fire Emblem Warriors and it was decently fun, but I didn't feel that motivated to play too much of it.
Yeah, I think the thing is, it's like you've got to the Warriors games do have a lot of repetitive gameplay. Though I think Age of Calamity, every character feels so different to play, and every character has a unique gimmick that makes each of them just so much different.
Steel type gym my ass. Like, I was kind of hoping that, like, he would bring out, like, a Magnemite or something, but... ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, with having the story and building on characters, I feel like that will be at least fun in that, right? Because, like, I did really enjoy the being able to dig up some of the story and stuff from just what was available in the original game.
Yeah. And, you know, there are so many cutscenes in this, actually. Like, they really didn't spare effort. Yeah, so it's like really fleshed out this whole era.
Oh, right, that's what the gimmick for this gen is.
Yeah.
Because this was when their first DS game and they were doing the frickin'... We have 3D areas!
Yeah.
Caesar. Scorupi.
How is that point? I mean, steel type?
Is it bug?
Yeah, it's bug poison.
What is... I mean, okay. Practically speaking, that makes sense that you would want to have coverage and stuff, but, like... Steelix... I mean, okay, Steelix makes sense, but, like... Why Scorupi? Like, bug poison is, like... That doesn't even sound like that would be, like, a good counter to a steel counter.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird, especially because it's like, by this generation, they had a ton of steel types with varying typing, so... It seems weird that they seem to think they need to fill out the teams with a bunch of these, well, non-steel types. Like, Onyx kind of makes sense in that it eventually turns into Steelix, but...
I remember... I think someone said that it's like, actually it might have been a different generation where they're like, the gyms, their typing isn't so much about the Pokemon but the moves they have. But this one, not that one, because all the gyms have been pretty standard.
Well, saying that, I feel like that should be a thing they do in generations to come, is it's no longer gyms based around typings as much as it is gyms based around, like, combat styles.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I haven't even really paid attention to what's been, like, I've been satisfied with the games I've played so far.
Yeah. Battlefield 2042 is going to be up there as one of the worst.
Battlefield Wonderland is also going to be up there.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
definitely going to be the worst.
Right? Come on, disappointing. Not gonna lie, cool.
And the idea behind it is cool, where it's like you're going around, it's basically a puzzle platformer like Banjo-Kazooie in that, where the unique gimmick is that you can find these costumes that give you unique powers. That's cool. Except there is only one action button in the game, so getting these powers will remove your jump button. I think a lot of people might also put Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as one of their most disappointing, because even though we've known all year that it's going to be a faithful remake, people are going to be like, I wish there was more to it than just a faithful remake.
Yeah, like, I would say that about this game kind of is, it's not bad, but it's like the equivalent of seeing a C student who you know could do better.
Yeah. I think it's just disappointed, given that, like, you know, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire they were really good games, that they were remakes, but they added expanded.
Yeah. And it's like, this was the first time it felt like they did... I mean, Let's Go wasn't entirely going up to the previous standards of, like, Sun and Moon, but, like, you at least felt like it was doing enough of its own thing that it was kind of interesting. Whereas, like, with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it feels like this was the first time they did a remake with no real attempt to get up to parity of the previous games.
Yeah. Like, it really feels like Let's Go was just them being like, okay, we're going to have to start making Pokemon games for console. Let's practice with Gen 1.
Yeah.
I guess part of it is because, you know, this is a different studio that made it, so...
True. Now when you think about it, yeah, it does kind of feel like it was a game made for hire.
Yeah.
Like again, it's competent. It's a decent game. It's just when you have a decent game in one of the most successful multimedia franchises of all time, it feels below par.
Yeah.
By focusing on only one type, you can really see the strengths and weaknesses of that Pokemon. I swear to God, if you have an Onix... Oh, she's got one Pokemon, and it's... Azumarill? What the fuck?
That is not even anywhere close to Steel.
Like, I mean, okay, it's fairy, so it's weak to steel, but like that wasn't even a thing in in that generation.
Yeah.
This one is just scrolling.
You do know what gym you're in, right? I forgot some games that came out just this year. Like, I forgot Bravely Default 2 came out this year.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
And Anodyne 2 is cool. Yeah?
Yeah, I loved Bravely Default for a lot of stuff that did. I didn't end up finishing it because it wasn't Bravely Default. It's a weird thing to say. Because it's like all the Bravely Default games from like one and all the spin-offs around and whatnot have a very unique style to their story.
Right.
Bravely Default 2 did not do any of those cool kind of twists that the other games do. It was kind of a standard story, and it's just like you took the thing that made Bravely Default stand apart and just gave us a decent RPG without an interesting story.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, when it comes to RPGs, story usually is the big thing. Like, I mean, of course, there's all the stuff about operating within complex systems, but yeah. I mean, I'll give this trainer this at least. She surprised the fuck out of me. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like even looking at the wiki, it's like, yep, the dominant type is Steel. Bullshit. Looking at the original version, Steelix, Onyx, Garuppy, Steelix, Onyx. Yeah, they're faithful.
You got that bitch.
Here's the interesting thing. Pokemon Platinum. Steelix, Magnemite, Caesar, Magnemite, Bronzor, Steelix.
That's the thing. Like even like I would have like Steelix and Magnemite. That would have been cool. Fuck, you're confused, right? You not confused, Zosma! Zosma too stupid to be confused.
Huh. That actually would make sense, I hate to admit it.
Oh right, they ported a token.
Because I wouldn't want to call Zosma stupid. Let's see if we can call it stupid.
Zosma knows what she is. Let's heal you up, buddy. Yeah, he's cheating too, I don't mind.
Through that.
Use a breath power. Sandstorm? Really? Like... Okay, I get it. Like, steel resists sandstorm, right? And that's part of why they do it? Like, ground, rock, and steel?
I believe. I don't know. I don't play around with weather too much.
Okay, because, like... I get it, like, steel can resist that, but, like... This would be a condition that, benefits a ground type. So... Which ground does good against steel, so... Man...
Yeah, it just really feels like they had no idea what they were doing for this gym.
Yeah. Which is weird, 'cause, like, there's so much steel, like, I mean, at least he's had some interesting stuff compared to the rest of the trainers, but...
Here's the thought. Magic Star from Sparkle has a fishing license. Is that the equivalent of a license to kill?
No.
No, I mean, you're all fish, and you're a fishing license.
Fishing doesn't mean you kill the fish.
That raises a question.
I'm quickly trying to go through the list of things that have been released this year, because, like, I could have sworn there's been, like, some super disappointing, like, releases, but, like, I'm not immediately catching anything that bad.
Yeah, the two big ones really are just Balin Wonderland and Battlefield.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, this game is kind of... Yeah.
like, I think if anything, the only thing that's really been, like, super terrible has been, like, general industry things, like there's been the descent that Activision Blizzard has been going through, and I know Ubisoft has been dealing with a lot of people quitting because of stuff that's been happening.
NFTs into their game.
They've got some dumb rich people or people who think they should be rich in charge of the company, and they see a trend and they think they can make money off of it. It's just a dumb thing like that.
Yeah, there's a short clip that I've seen that is Keanu Reeves basically just dunking on NFTs in like just a couple words.
Yeah. It's like here's the thing, like I would say in the abstract, I find NFTs fascinating. How they've been used in practice, it's just a scam.
Yeah.
Like there's things where it's like, oh, you have a thing in game where a player has like a number assigned to their weapon or whatever, and you can have that traded around or whatever. That's an interesting idea, but you don't need NFTs for that. Like,
and it doesn't help that the thing that sort of became the face of NFTs was that casual monkey or whatever.
oh yeah. And there's that stupid cartoon that was made based on them.
Oh,
Yeah.
why? God, why? Oh.
And then there's also, as people have pointed out, it's actually more harmful to the environment than just like buying something that has a lot of plastic packaging.
Yeah.
Just for every NFT, that means they need to be kept on the data needs to be kept on a server. It's blockchain.
What the fuck were you doing out here, Denki?
Buying NFTs.
That's not how they work. I'm tough enough to take a shot at becoming the Pokemon champion. I mean, yeah. Of course, I'm tougher. Shut the fuck up, Denki.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just imagine Liberty actually like bullying him, just like puts him in a headlock and starts just giving him a noogie.
What? I've already... Okay. What, are you gonna try to ambush me? Alright, where are you? On the 3rd floor. Let's see. Hey, Liberty, over here this way. Oh! Okay. Alright, you're actually doing what you're supposed to. Good. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Gramps brought Liberty like I said. And now I'm out of here. Okay, I get it.
He really can't sit down.
It's fine. Here, listen up. You may have
Always put down.
You may have forgotten already, but I study the evolution of Pokemon. The more I study, the more mysteries appear and multiply. There are some Pokemon that evolve, and others that don't. What makes them different from each other? Do immature ones evolve into ones that are more mature? If so, what do we make of legendary Pokemon that don't evolve? Are we to assume that the legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh are complete as creatures? This is where you three come in. There is said to be a mysterious Pokemon in each of the 3 lakes of Sinnoh. If we can obtain data on them, it may shed some light on how the process of Pokemon evolution works. I need help from each of you on this grand undertaking. Help me find these mysterious Pokemon. What are you saying? I didn't get a Pokedex! And who was it that bolted from the lab before I had a chance to give them one?
Yeah.
Oh, just calling him out.
But that's water under the bridge. Seeing Pokemon with your own eyes is important for you in becoming a better trainer, too. You bet, Professor. This will add to the Pokedex beta database and help advance your research. There's no need to brown rose, Lucas. I would have made all of you go regardless. Now then, there are 3 lakes. Fortuitously, there are 3 of you. You should split up and investigate the lakes individually. Lucas, you go to Lake Verity. Yes, sir. Denki, I want you to investigate Lake Acuity. That would take you almost to Snow Point City. The road there is harsh. I need a tough trainer to go. Yeah, of course.
You don't have ones that you'll do.
Gramps, you know how to call it. You can tell I'm the hotness.
No,
He's-
I just know how to manipulate little kids.
You're probably the only one who has the energy to charge through all that snow.
Yep.
And that leaves Liberty with Lake Valor. The lake is between Veilstone and Pastoria, if memory serves. The fuck was that? Has it stopped?
The earthquake. I forgot about that.
Are all of you unharmed? Let's go outside, but be careful. I'm concerned about the city.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Liberty, hurry along, but beware of aftershocks. Right. Ooh, Niblet has something. Another hyper potion. Useful. I stole it off the gym leader.
Oh god. Here's an idea. You're walking through the old chateau. Niblet finds a doll. Hi.
Yeah.
You know, all I'm now thinking is, hey, remember Negima, that Erming that Negi had, who would just steal panties? Yeah, I'm just imagining it's gonna do that eventually.
Think you can't sit still. Liberty, I'm worried about Lake Valor. However, I have no idea what is taking place. You must find out. But before you go, I can't stress this enough. Don't get in over your head. Oh, don't worry. There's probably nothing involving the fate of the entire universe and humankind.
Oh, how stupid would that be?
Did I get cute? No. Alright, let's go see what fresh heck has happened. I mean, I know what fresh heck has happened because I played this game before, but Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to go.
Kind of
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Say words.
I was just gonna say, kind of realized I haven't really been on the Steam store in a week, and I'm like, oh yeah, Christmas sales.
Mhm. Once more, open your wallet.
Hey, it's fun.
What now?
You shot who in the what now?
You're just quieter than usual. I think your mic might be.
Maybe I'm just tired.
Okay, there's your voice. Alright. Holy shit, there's like a crater up there.
Oh yeah, this is the part where you walking through. There's just Magikarp everywhere.
Yeah. Magikarp is weakly flopping about.
Always does. I just imagine someone's like, "Oh my God, these Magikarp, they're in trouble." It's like you just look at them. Really?
It's like, are you okay there? It's just another day in my life.
That's a voice for your.
Either that, or God, I could also think of them all being like, God, I can't remember its name. The depressed robot from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh yeah, Marvin the Paranoid Android.
Yeah.
Life. Don't talk to me about life.
No, now I just want to see Alan Rickman bot with Eeyore. No weapons. No weapons.
Man, I was actually having a discussion with my GM about Alan Rickman, and basically the conversation was like, it's funny how a lot of actors that play villains a lot end up being like the most wholesome people, and a lot of actors that play like heroes tend to be assholes.
Who would have thought?
It's like, man, I remember like hearing how it's like the dude who played Jason in most of like the Friday the 13th movies was actually like a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
Or how it's like, who's the dude that played Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs? Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. Like, I remember hearing how it's like, apparently he's just a real gentleman and a real sweet guy to be around, but it's like, I'll hear, yeah, it's like at the same time, I'll hear about people who say, he's a really nice guy, but I keep thinking about what he's like in the movies.
Yeah.
He's gonna eat my brains.
Buddy, another good example, though not exactly a movie actor, The Undertaker. He was the one wrestler who he would always put himself on the line to help other wrestlers get their spotlight. It's like you'd have you'd have some of them that were like, oh, yeah, no, I'm the heavyweight champion, and I deserve this. I want to keep this as long as I can. Whereas Undertaker, he would get, I can't remember his real name at the moment, but he would get like the heavyweight championship, and then he would immediately use that to prop up other wrestlers.
You just can't bring him down.
Yeah.
If he's illegally stepping down, he'll get back up.
Makes for good. Heel is the term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heel.
Also, just this is a glorious sight.
Yeah.
And also, I was looking through the list. I forgot. Like, I guess they patched it, but I remember that everyone was talking about how awful and glitchy it was. The Grand Theft Auto trilogy.
Yeah. That. I mean, that's so recent, and it is a horrible bloody remake.
That one crashed and burned.
And oh yeah, and I guess apparently the PC port for the Final Fantasy VII remake was not that good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, I wouldn't really consider that being like a bad release, because it's like the game itself is still a really good like game. It's just a botched a botched port.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just randomly went here. I didn't even see a magic carpet. Like, okay, yeah, you can kind of see him just out of the corner with this view.
Although it's even implied, even Team Columbia has no use for magic carpet. That earlier they did, and they're like, you know what? No, we don't need them anymore. Help! I'm dying.
Nah, Magikarp not dying.
Zosma use smart strike. Zosma no one needs smart. Calculating smash vector.
You know, Zosma's smart strike is a temper.
Yes. Zosma know how fight with brain. Vroomf.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a shame you wouldn't do what's going on with Honor Skulls and Shackles, because goddamn, Zosma would be hilarious.
I think Zosma she would not work in Skulls and Shackles. She's got nowhere to run.
It's like, unless like there was an option for something like what she was in the one campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
actual
extras. Yeah. Like, maybe Mermaid would be the closest equivalent to a Centaur, like, water-wise?
Yeah.
Problem is that merfolk are not mobile. It's on land. Hell, I think I'm thinking merfolk swashbuckler, but, yeah.
Oh god, I'm imagining with Zosma what she would do as a mermaid to walk on land is she would just frickin' do handstands and walk on her arms everywhere.
Yeah.
Never skip on day. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to save Zosma for another time, but it'll be real special when it happens. Like, I know you've got that Zelda campaign you want to do at some point, Arkle, and I'm definitely going to break out Lionel Zosma for that.
Yes, yes, that would be glorious. That's what she was originally intended as, if I recall.
Well, it was one idea for her, like, because, like, her very, very first appearance was for one of the Pathfinder campaigns. Yeah, because she was a centaur with dragon
Yeah.
stuff to her.
Right, I thought...
Like, and then the idea is that for the modern day campaign, the original idea was to go for Lionel, but then the water pony seemed more interesting to me. Yeah, because I think when I first had her, the thing was I just wanted to play a centaur, and the barbarian lineage fit with Dargan.
Yeah.
Rest is history.
I mean, in Pathfinder 2, the Dragon Instinct Barbarian is probably the strongest. Like, all the Barbarian instincts are great, but Dragon's the best. Giant is probably I wouldn't say it's the worst, it's just the most uninteresting. Because Giant Instinct is basically all your class feats are just like, and you get bigger! And you get bigger still! Whereas Dragon, all the Dragon Instinct feats are like, okay, yeah, you get a breath weapon. Oh, you get wings, so you can fly. You can get like a draconic roar and stuff like that. In fact, there is a build that I want to try for Melina, which will be a barbarian with Flame Oracle archetype or dedication. Because Flame Oracle, especially if you go with dedication, what happens is when you trigger their curse, they become engulfed in flames that doesn't hurt them, but will hurt everyone around them. So the idea is you trigger their curse, then you go into your Dragon Rage. That way you're just this big flaming barbarian punching people with flaming fists and breathing fire on them.
Makes
Which
perfect
is
sense.
freaking awesome. You're one of those nitwits we pulled into guarding the entrance. It doesn't matter who you are, it's too late to make a difference. Things are going to get really interesting now. All the legendary Pokemon are going to be brought to our HQ in Veilstone City. I just want to, like... I think that would be a situation where Liberty's like, just gonna shove him into this crater here, this smoldering crater. It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter who I am, but fine, you can freaking suffer, you asshole.
Again, these guys, you could probably just beat them by being a high school bully to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The child who raided the team?
Bullying, but we would make an exception.
You know what? I think it would have been cool if, like, for each of the commanders, they changed the background to specifically show the planet they're named after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would they do for Cyrus?
I guess they would just maybe just show, I don't know, maybe a galaxy, because it's Team Galactic and he's the head of Team Galactic.
Yeah, that's definitely nice.
Matches with him being the dude who wants to change the universe and all. Rain dance, okay. You got a dude with thunder or something? Oh, he's using gyro. Oh. What is your fucking strategy, dude? And like, okay, it makes sense to switch out Kadabra because he's psychic and I'm using dark, but that wasn't exactly an advantageous switch. Frick him up. Okay. Switch him back. And this is probably going to be the last battle for the stream.
Yeah, it went by pretty quick though.
Yeah. Wait, why did I pick Suspect? I thought... Whatever. Stomp. I could have sworn I selected Yubaba, but I guess Zospa just wanted to finish things off.
Yep.
Double means nuts. Double means nuts.
Even I, a commander, only managed to buy us time. But that's fine. A child like you will never be able to stem the flow of time.
Are you sure about that?
See, Team Galactic will get the 3 legendary Pokemon of the lakes. With their power, we will create an entirely new universe. And now Mars should have captured the Pokemon of Lake Verity. I guess he just ran off like a little bitch.
Little sissy baby.
Well, and these dudes are just sitting around not knowing what to do. Alright. Let's fly back to Veilstone. For now. And I'll have to go to Verity, but for now...
Sleepy time.
Just gonna heal up. Okay. And with that, I will say good night and thank you dudes for being here and watching and all that.
Indeed.
Of course, dude. Of course. But excuse me, I got a crusade to run.
Alright.
You go do that.